I was lucid dreaming, and I started talking to animals.
You're waking up with Bug and Moss.
Whoa, from underneath your favorite rock in the Skittering Studios. It is 7 o'clock on the Bug and Moss Morning Telephone Show. I'm Moss.
I'm Bug. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride, and good morning to Elle, Emily, and N Squared hanging out in the chat. It is it's June 3rd.
It's June 3rd, and I didn't mean to design merch for Pride, but I did. This is also a story of me getting cucked by the place where we're listing our merch store.
Oh, wow. Jumping right into it, Bug.
Yeah.
Go on. What's the story?
Listen,
you're fired up.
Listen. I'm not going to name drop them right now. I'll just say that merch store coming soon. I would have already launched it, except there is a product photo issue that they're trying to convince me is due to my uploads. And
no.
I'm the first to admit that, like, it's complicated uploading files onto the internet, especially because they only accept PNGs for merchandise, which is just like, whatever.
Interesting.
So anyway, I have uploaded the same file size for several different mugs. These are glossy mugs,
Okay.
right? And one of them, fine. Early in the day, looks good. The next one, you saw this, there's artifacts that look like they are caused by the lighting that they use. You know, they use some kind of algorithm or something to make it look like there's light being cast on the product sample photo.
So yeah, to be clear, you're talking about, I don't know if everyone's done drop shipping merch designing things, but you upload your designs, pick the items you want it printed on, and they're like previews for you.
Is that drop shipping? I think it would just be print on demand.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what the difference is.
Drop shipping is like you get a bunch of stuff off of like a cargo container, right? And then you resell it.
Oh.
I don't really know what drop shipping is either. I don't think it's the same as print on demand.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Anyway.
I've seen a couple different definitions for it, so I have no idea.
Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, it's like the sample. It's really great. So first of all, we live in an era where you can just upload an image and then see pretty much what it's going to look like when it's printed, which is killer. Like, it's awesome for figuring out if you like the placement. However, there's an issue, and I sent them so many photos of this, where the lighting looks like pixelated on my image. And because it's the exact same file size as the other mug and the exact same mug, I was like, this seems like something that has changed within like the last hour as I'm uploading items. The problem is that it persists up to the store page. So I don't think it would persist onto printing, but I can't guarantee you that. And then you buy it. And also you're looking at it and it looks weird. Like, it looks fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, that's a huge bummer, because like all your product photos would have that too. It made it look like the products had like horrible designs. It made it look like the design was just crashed out.
Yeah, but like, no big deal. I figure it's just a glitch in the site. However, when I email them about it, and I've dealt with this before with them, they just send me a response that I don't think is actually written by AI, but even worse, I think is just like a template where I don't think they looked at the photos I sent, because they're like explaining that if I make my file bigger and the screen turns yellow or red, as if to say, this file size is too small, maybe use a bigger one, that maybe that could be my problem. And I'm like, baby,
yeah,
I hear you. Like, that's fine. But you have indicators that tell me if my file is too big or too small. And I actually tried to upload a file that was too big. It was like, you can't upload files that big, even though we only accept PNGs for some reason. So fine. I'm trying to they also don't give you actual size requirements. They just, like, on some items, they tell you how many inches the print area is, but they just say 5,000 by 5,000 for everything. But they don't accept files that big for everything, depending on how, like, the scale of it. Like, this is like a horizontal file because it's going around a mug. So I'm just annoyed by this. And so I've responded and been like, hey, bestie, that's super cool. Here's more photos of how it's literally fine. But even so, I uploaded an even bigger one. It looks exactly the same. One of these looks fine. One of these looks terrible. They're both using the same file. Here's a screenshot of the details of my file. And I just I don't normally care about stuff like this. I'm pretty reasonable when it comes to customer service, because I work in customer service too. Everyone's a person, but I find it very annoying when people don't read my emails.
Well, yeah, and when customer service treats you as an idiot by default,
Yeah, it's
and
just
just
like
doesn't listen to
you're wasting my time. And why? Yes, as Egg Queen said in the chat, online customer service is dead, and it feels like so exhausting because it's like the entire way it's set up is just to waste your time, and you have no recourse. It's like, famously Instagram and Facebook, like they don't even have customer service. There's nothing for Meta. I'm not even going to get into this, but there's nothing for Meta if stuff gets fucked up. And these profiles are integral to your life at this point.
Emily in chat said, no one is reading your emails. Elle in chat said, they're outsourcing it all to AI chatbots. You will repeat yourself 1,000 times and receive no help. That's exactly true.
And the most annoying thing is that now the chatbots are often the only place I do get help, because usually we can go in circles enough that they at least like tell me where to go or what to do. Whereas when I'm talking to a person who's just not giving a shit about me, they're just like gaslighting me and like ignoring my question and sending canned responses. And I'm like, I'm trying to tell you there's a problem with your website.
Yeah, nobody cares. No one's trying to run a good business out here. Everyone's just trying to extract as much cash as they can and get away.
But anyway, merch is coming.
Yeah, I was going to say, at the root of all of this is like a cool thing, which is that you did a bunch of merch designs yesterday, and you made some really cool fucking merch stuff that's going to be awesome once it can be uploaded to the site and not look fucking broken.
Yeah, so it should be fun. And
including,
does Bug and Moss is gay?
The rumor come out. Mugs.
Yes. And also just regular show mugs, regular show shirts, and then also a free, what the heck is it?
Be cringe, be free, #free daddy t-shirts.
I'm still also like dealing with the disappointment of CMYK print profile changes. And so everything looks muted to me. And I know that that's just because like I'm seeing the direct transition to CMYK. But
we should do some test prints of a couple things to make sure we get stuff right. But I think it'll look really good. The designs you made are very fun. Yeah. I'm very excited for them.
All excited to see all of it. More merch eventually coming, but also we're going to have the shop. We set up the website and Mason got into the code and like futzed around to make it a little spicy.
Yeah, we'll make it a little cute. I think it'll end up being at merch.bugandmoss.com or shop.bugandmoss.com.
Yeah.
Or bugandmoss.com/shop.
We can also directly change the URL in the site we're using.
Yeah, we can fucking figure that out. Yeah, but just keep your eyes open. All this times we've said merch idea, merch.
Yeah, we're actually making some.
Yeah, I mean, fucking why not? We're going to have every bad idea is merch.
Yes.
That's merch right there. I want that on a shirt.
Every bad idea is merch.
EBIIM. EBI2M.
EBI2M.
Every bad idea is merch.
So I derailed us. What are we talking about today?
It's Witness Day. Witness me. It's Witness Day Wednesday. Witness Day. So we have a couple calls that we'll get to of things that listeners wanted witnessed, stories and situations that people have found themselves in. If you have anything that you want witnessed or if you want to be witnessed, make sure you give us a call at 848-MOSS-BUG and tell us, speak to us. And I don't know enough religious words. Isn't witness like our thing in religion?
Yeah, witnessing is like when someone begs you to stop telling them about your religion and you keep doing it anyway.
So how would if I was like going to make a pitch for people to call in with things they want us to witness, what was like the inverse of that?
What do you mean the inverse? Like the opposite of witness me?
Well, what's weird about the way witness is used in a religious context is I feel like you're not doing witnessing. You're the one talking.
That's true.
So what's the opposite? What's the backwards world version of...
Observer?
No, because that would be witness. Like it would have to be like speaking.
Like, yeah, perpetrator.
I'm talk listening. Because if witnessing is talking being a part of it?
I guess. Wow, what is witnessing? Why is witnessing like that?
No, man. Ty in the chat says yelling witness me is from Mad Max. I'm pretty sure it's from church. Alex says, I think the opposite of witnessing is closing your eyes, covering your ears, and going la 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 la.
Oh.
What?
This makes total sense. Witness as in attesting, to declare something to be true or genuine as you would if you were a witness.
Attest as in ATTEST.
Yes.
Like not a test. Like I'd attest.
Yeah, like certifying, asserting, guaranteeing, affirming, authenticating. So you're like
saying I bore witness to an event.
Yeah. Also, what's your favorite thing? Because I see a vowel right here.
Dippin' Dots ice cream?
No, your phrase with a vowel in it.
My phrase was, that's a no. Oh, that's a no-no. We avow it. No, we simply can't allow it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's from Pajama Sam. There's no need to hide when it's dark outside. When you click on the dumbwaiter and try and ride him up, he says, that's a no-no. We avow it. No, we simply can't allow it. In this super fucking weird cadence, and that has been welded onto the wall of my brain for the rest of my life.
Do you guys want us to play more Pajama Sam on stream?
Should we play more Pajama Sam on stream? That game fucking ruled.
It was really fun.
It was so good. Yeah. I mean, we have Portal coming up on Thursday. I don't know when we do Pajama Sam. But
we'll figure it out.
We should do it again.
We could do Pajama Sam won't take long also. So if we probably do a couple more times and the game will be over.
Yeah, but we should do more times.
Yeah. Do you want to just keep playing? We'll just restart Pajama Sam. We'll be in perpetuity pajamaing Sam.
Yeah. But there's also Freddy Fish.
Oh,
and there's
that's
also
true.
Putt Putt.
You don't want to play Freddy Fish. Don't let him trick you, because recently you downloaded, we were like playing it and you were playing through it and you're like, oh my God, Freddy Fish. And then you were like, I forgot this game is for like little kids.
Freddy Fish is for like little
and you're
kids.
like, this is boring.
Yeah, but there's all the Spy Foxes. There's Putt Putt. Putt Putt saves the zoo.
Oh, well, Papa saves the zoo. Now you're talking.
Yeah, so we'll have to see.
Also, if you guys, I know Az is on my crew for this. If y'all want to see me play, oh no, you'll play it, Mason. This will be the one where I witness as you play Jimmy Neutron versus Jimmy Negatron.
Oh, sure. I love those. I love a shitty old game.
Yeah, shitty old PC game.
That sounds funny. Talking about the Humongous Entertainment games, which RIP Humongous Entertainment. Big ups, big influence.
Yeah.
In the chat, Alex said there's speed runs for those games. The Putt Putt ones are like a minute long per game, and it's hilarious. Yeah, I can't imagine it takes all that long to speed run those. Sid the Kingmaker says Putt Putt rules. SCQ podcast says Mad Max and Pajama Sam crossover. Now I feel like that's kind of all. I feel like that would make sense. I feel like that would work. It's kind of already like the energy of the Pajama Sam universe, if given through the Darkness comics that you see in the beginning, the comic about like Mr. Darkness or whatever, has kind of a Mad Max vibe, although it's not desert post-apocalypse.
Mr. Darkness is a very cool name.
Mr. Darkness. I always thought Mr. Witness would be a good name for a cat.
Mr. Witness is very good.
Because, they just like see everything. They're just around like, oh, that's my cat, Mr. Witness.
When you're like, this is my cat, Mr. Witness.
Yeah.
If someone's coming to like pet sit for you, you don't need to be really creepy and have like a camera. It's weird to film people when they're like doing stuff for you. It's kind of just a weird energy to put out.
Weird energy.
But you can be like, this is my cat, Mr. Witness. And then you can just let that sit.
Yeah, you can. We should move on with the show. We should get into some witnessing, some witness day.
Oh, we keep getting distracted and not even talking about what we have. Yeah, I have a Food Hounds, and also I have a small witness if we need it, if we have time.
A small witness.
A small witnessing.
A little thing to look at. I have just a couple of scattered stories and ideas to bring up of just fun little things. Other than that, I don't have much prepped. It's been a weird week for me.
Every week's a weird week. Today we're hanging out with Perry.
Yeah, today we're going to go hang out with Perry, which is going to be really fun.
I've never met him.
Yeah, Brooks never met Perry, but he's in town for the ISCLR, the International Society for Contemporary Legend Research Conference, which is happening today and tomorrow and was happening yesterday. It's happening all week long in Lexington this year. I'm going to try and sneak in tomorrow and or Friday for a little bit of it.
Every time you say the name like ISCLR and you like read it out, I feel like we're in a movie that's going to go like Night at the Museum style.
What do you mean?
Like it's about to become a fantastical journey because we're at the like Legend conference and shit's about to pop off.
Yeah, at the Society for the Contemporary Legend, the International Society for Contemporary Legend Research.
Hell yeah. ISCLR.
Yeah, it's a cool organization. Very cool people. Also, yeah, if you haven't, also like check out Folkwise on Twitch. If you're a Twitch viewer, they do folklore and video game streaming, and they interview cool people. Daisy Allstone and Dom Tartaglia. Dom, if I got your name wrong, I'm so sorry, but they're great. They put on a great show. They're great folks.
Yeah.
Twitch.tv/Folkwise. Awesome show. Great people. Good shit. Let's get into the witnessing.
Let's witness.
Witness Day. Ty has called in with a Witness Day call. I thought Ty had called in with a Witness Day call, but glancing at the text here, may be wrong. But this is a voicemail from Ty. Let's see if it's a witness.
Hey, Bug and Moss. This is Ty. I am calling in because I recently caught up on the recent America's Next Top Portal stream. I will not explain what that is here because I'm sure anybody listening knows, and you guys can explain it if you feel like it. But anyway, on that stream, Moss, you mentioned being a little upset about backseat gaming and having a hard time not doing that. And I had an idea, a perspective shift that I think could potentially help. So instead of thinking of yourself as another gamer at this table who is not being able to actually play the game, try thinking of yourself more as a dungeon master or a game master on like a tabletop game. So think of yourself as facilitating Brooke's fun and find your fun in that. Now there's a lot of different, some of that is just perspective shift, right? But one thing that I think could help is, as you guys are just sort of playing around, think of little challenges for Bug to try. We're in this puzzle. How about you just throw out your own little, like, oh, hey, Bug, what would it be like if you did this in this space? Build up your own little stories, your own little, like, whatever.
This is demonic. This is a good idea.
I don't know. Maybe this will end up not being fun at all, not be useful, or it could be a really good time. Yeah, I don't know. It was just a thought that occurred to me. Take it or leave it. All right.
Thanks for calling in, Ty. So that is not a Witness Me. It is in regards to the America's Next Top Portal stream, where I watch America's Next Top Model. Bug plays Portal for the first time, and we talk about America's Next Top Model while Bug plays Portal. And I was trying really hard not to help with those puzzles. And that's an interesting idea, Ty. I think the problem is I don't know Portal that well. I don't know what's happening or what's coming up or what the solutions to the puzzles are. So it's hard for me to think of like myself as being able to like enhance the fun, because I'm also so along for the ride that like I don't know what's happening.
I like Ty's suggestion though, because that's the kind of shit you do to me all the time. I'll be like in the kitchen pouring a bowl of cereal and you'll be like, can you think you can get it off a sidekick on that ramp? Like you'll be like, you think you can like spool it down the spoon? You think you could do it really? Like you have a jester. You're like a RuneScape random event. You know, like I'm minding my own business, and if my life is a little bit too boring, you just like pop in like the frog and you're like, hello, traveler. Like,
I feel like that's a gene that me, Az, and Ty all share.
Yes, it is. That was also true. Ty was not here for very long, and I felt like there was much randomness happening at all times. Like, I mean, less than 72 hours, and we stumbled into a birding convention we had never heard of.
Yeah. And I mean, my thought when Ty was suggesting that is you're trying to fight your way through these portal puzzles for the first time, that I attempt to make it fun for you, that I'm going to be like, hey, Bug, what if you tried to beat this? Da, da, da. I imagine you just be like, hey, fuck you. I'm trying really hard to beat this game right now.
And that might happen, but it feels like it could be worth the vibe if you have a good idea.
Yeah.
It's like when you're playing and you only have one controller, like playing an old Tony Hawk game. And you're just like, oh man, you're like backseat gaming because you want to like see something cool. And then you both are like really invested in the person playing because you really want them to pull off the trick or find this cool secret cheat you both know about.
Bug Fan Club says, I'll use this tactic when training new people at work.
I love that.
Trying to make it fun for them.
I actually do use that tactic while training people.
Oh, yeah?
I'm like always trying to give them mini games.
You're like, hey, if you can cut these cinnamon rolls perfectly, then you have to do that thing where you roll them down your like shoulders like a basketball.
I'll actually be super serious. And what I do is that when you're training people on customer service in a food place, you're pretty much always down to the wire, right? Like you need to hire them, you need their help, and you can't just take a break and take your time showing them something. So a lot of times you have to go through a phase where they're just watching you do stuff because you're faster. And so the way that I'll often structure mini games is I'll be like, it'll be because they've got the technique down. And I like to encourage people to be like slow and steady and do it slow first, because otherwise they'll be sloppy and fast. And then I'll be like, okay, I think you have this. I want you to make these 5 sandwiches, and I know you can do it. Like, I'm going to stand here, and I will tap in if you need me, but I think that you can do all of these by yourself.
That makes sense.
So.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man.
Hell yeah. Witness.
Let's move forward. We've got more voicemails. This one I know is a witness day because I think the word witness is in the top of the transcript. So unless Google AI got it super wrong. Witness day today. Let's see what Colin called in with.
Happy Witness Day. Witness me. But more of I witnessed someone else. I am nearly home. Well, I'm nearly to my mom's house. It's weird. Do you ever stop calling that home? I don't know. It's weird. But I am almost done with this trip from Texas to Maryland. And I was just at a Love's gas station, truck stop. Love going there. Nice bathrooms. Not as good as Buc-ee's, but, decent.
Well,
and
less of a
as
circus.
I'm walking out, I've made a little pit stop there myself, right? And then I'm washing my hands and I'm about to walk out, and I hear this dad dealing with his son, and he just straight up is like, "Son, you're in public. You just gotta stop scratching your balls." The kid's like, "But they itch," and he's like, "And that is the curse." And that's all that I heard them say. And then I walked out. But also, I tried so hard not to burst out laughing because, I'm sure the dad didn't think they were being that loud. But for sure, it ruled.
That's very good.
It was very funny.
That's
very
so
funny.
cute.
What dad has not been in this spot with their son? By being like, "Son, you just got to stop. Don't know what to tell you. People don't want to see you do it." And you're like, "But the pain, it hurts. My little balls." Okay, no, maybe I shouldn't do that. Anyway, that's it. See ya.
My balls. Oh, no.
Oh, I love that so much.
That's so funny.
I have a couple of friends who have kids who are, like opposite genders of them, and they're kind of single parents. And it's always so cool seeing them just be great parents and navigate it super, super well. Because being a kid and imagineering that like stress when you realize that an adult is about to bring up something you thought nobody could see. That's so funny.
That is super funny. Sid says Colin went full Bobby Hill at the end there.
Hell yeah.
But Dad, I can't. That's not Bobby Hill.
That's not Bobby Hill at all.
What is that character? Isn't there a character for something that's like, "No, come on, Dad. Where you going, Dad?"
There is.
What the fuck is that?
But I don't know what that is.
Is that like a Griffin McElroy character?
I think it might be kind of a McElroy character. That was my first thought.
Come on, Dad, it's me, Jerry Potter. I think that's what it is.
And when you're trying to do other like Bobby Hill voices, you often just slip into Lil Bobby Child, which is very understandable.
I don't know. I can't do Bobby Hill at all to save my life.
To be fair, I think the voice actor for Bobby is a woman.
Yeah, but
so I think that's kind of typical for little boy voices.
Yeah, you do a Bobby Hill.
I don't have a Bobby Hill.
Do your best Bobby Hill. I'll lead you in.
Dad, I just want to be in the rodeo.
Okay. This kind of sounds like Digby a little bit.
It's pretty weak.
A little bit Digby.
It's pretty weak.
It's weak? Well, do strong Bobby Hill. I'll set you up.
No, I don't mean like weak as a man.
Yeah, no, I'll set you up. I'll set you up. What's the dad's name? What's the main guy's name? Bill Hill?
Hank Hill.
Hank Hill.
Yeah, from French Alexander in the chat. That was really more of a Barry Hill.
Yeah, give me a strong Bobby, like a muscular Bobby. I'll lead you in as Hank Hill, because I can do Hank perfectly.
Okay.
Hello, son. How are you today?
Hey, Dad. Really good to see you. I've been hitting the gym.
That's pretty good, Bug.
Okay, cool.
That's a pretty strong sounding Bobby Hill. Now let's switch. Now you do Hank and I'll do Bobby.
Well, I tell you what, Bobby, I don't know what you're doing these days.
I love being on TV, Dad. It's me, Bobby Hill.
It's just like
pretty good.
We're gonna get sued for copyright infringement. These are good accents.
It's good shit. It's Witness Day. I'm sorry that anyone had to witness that.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. He made me do it.
We got one more voicemail hanging out in here that looks like it's probably related to witnessing. This is from Savannah Banana. So Alex or Emily?
Hey all, this is Alex, and I'm also joined by Mr. Vina Bonina and also Mr. Gromit too. So for this Tuesday, also I am listening to you all.
Oh, no, it's the Tuesday one. We got to figure out how to organize these voicemails.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're doing it. Witness me messing up the show format. Here's a Tuesday.
Yeah, I was like Dave too. So my really late Tuesday question is: if you had to be in your very best customer service voice, or your just flat how you typically speak, but just forever, what would you rather do? Because I've found after going through teaching private lessons for however many years and switching into customer service, that, well, I definitely have a voice. So much so that when I started teaching from home for the first time, after a lesson, Emily barged into my room going, "Who the fuck are you?" So I guess I have a voice. Yeah, anyway, what would you choose? Thanks.
If you had to be in your very best customer service voice or your flat, how you typically speak, but just forever, that's tricky.
It feels like giving up the ability to shapeshift. It feels like you have the power to shapeshift and someone's like, would you like to be yourself for the rest of time? But like you can never be anyone else.
I think I'm a weird case where if I took my like normal speaking voice, it wouldn't be all that different.
I think we all know that's not true because you specifically struggle with your customer service voice is your radio voice and it's very good. But the problem is that it has bled into your life to some degree and makes you sound really disingenuous sometimes.
Okay, Bug. I'm not sure if that's true or not. No. Yeah. No, that's what I mean, though. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I don't think it would make a difference because those two things are very close for me. I guess in my typical day-to-day speaking, I'm a little bit more mumbly.
I think at this point in my life, I would choose to be able to be myself all the time as opposed to my customer service voice. But I don't know if that would have always been the case.
Can you imagine if you had to do your 13 narrator voice all the time?
Oh, I would talk so slow.
All the time, yeah.
I would just be like, I had something that I really wanted to discuss, and it's been getting to me.
Yeah, okay, here, order a coffee. Like you walk up to the desk, you're like, "Hi, welcome to Starbucks. What can I get for you? What can I get started for you?"
Hey, wow, this really reminds me of...
Like Kristen Stewart.
I guess it's been 20 years since everything happened. I think about that time often. And then they're just like, what coffee do you want? And I'm like, I'm getting to it.
And it's going to end up being a fucking flat white.
Yeah, it's going to be a flat white. And it's going to take 2.5 hours to get there. That would be a really funny skit. Can you imagine doing this? And so like, I don't know if you all have ever listened to 13, but we also have an original score that Caleb Ritchie does. He's amazing.
Amazing.
And so I'm just imagining it's a skit and I go up to order a coffee. I start narration voice. The camera pans. Caleb's in the corner on the keyboard and the music just starts.
Yeah, that'd be great.
We could actually do that as a trailer for 13 and that would rip ass.
You should reach out to SpectreVision. Be like, hey, I got our big $1 million idea.
Well, we have a cinema cam and also I think we could probably get into a place that would let us film for free.
Yeah, probably, for sure. What's wrong with Starbucks? You could get in there. They ain't gonna stop you.
I think that'd be like the least likely option for it to go well.
Yeah, maybe. That might be true. Hey, the Bug and Moss Morning Telephone Show is made possible by our community partners over at patreon.com/Bug and Moss. Without them, we would be nothing. And without us, they're just partners. What community?
So true. I think we all. So
I thought, yeah, okay, yeah, I think we all too. Yeah, I didn't know if you had another.
No,
word
we just
up.
all.
Yeah, I think we all. And one of those community partners is none other than Transcend Cabaret, who is putting on a show this Friday at Al's Bar. The doors open at 7. The show is at 8. $15 is a suggested donation. If you are local in Kentucky, you got to come to this. If you're not local to Kentucky, you should drive down for this. Again, this Friday. Yeah. Transcend Cabaret featuring Velvet Chains. Doors at 7, show at 8. Al's Bar, great bar. Best fucking cheeseburger I've had in my god dang life.
I think it's like, is it Luna's is the restaurant there?
I have no idea because when I went, because I think they added a name later. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's like a nook to the right of the bar, and you look down and there's a galley kitchen, and there was one woman in there working at the stove, and I was like, I'd like a cheeseburger, and she looked at me, she's like, I got you, and then she gave me the best cheeseburger I've ever fucking had in my life.
Next time we go there,
love that place.
We'll let you guys know. Also, if anybody is like, you should follow Transcend Cabaret on Instagram.
Oh my God, yeah, I meant to say that, at Transcend Cabaret.
And you should do that because like you might see a show where you're like, oh, I could make that work. I could come down to Lexington. A bird just fucking whizzed by so fast it looked like a boomerang.
Yeah.
But also, if you are a queer artist or you think it would ever be cool to like collab, you should be checking out what they're doing and you could reach out to the team.
Yeah, you totally should. Check out Transcend Cabaret, Instagram.com. Search it up or go to Instagram.com/Transcend Cabaret if you're the kind of psycho who types in an entire URL. That's me. I'm that kind of psycho. This episode is also sponsored by Eggs and Slime. Be sure to mind your eggs and slime. From one of our, we have a new community partner who is a mysterious egg person.
Yeah, sort of daddy long legs type figure.
I'm so sorry. Mysterious egg royalty.
Mysterious egg person.
So thank you for your patronage, Mysterious Egg Royal. And without further ado, we can move on forward into the show because we have a new voicemail that has just landed in the inbox just now from none other than Emily.
Hey, Bug and Moss. I guess this is also related to Witness Wednesday because I had to witness this and get utterly confused. Alex is really good at the whole code switching thing, like he just talks about on your voicemail. You guys are going off right now. Where he will literally, like, just within a heartbeat, literally switch his voice. It's scary weird sometimes that it happens. Now that I'm back working from home, last year I wasn't. So, like, I forgot that this was totally a thing. So somebody will be calling him. And he'll be like, fuck, no, I don't want to talk to you. Go away. And then literally a second later, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
I get this at least weekly. And it's funny, but it's also weird how he just switches so easily. It's kind of scary, his talent. And yet cool at the same time. So yeah, that's my Witness Wednesday.
Witness Alex.
It's me witnessing Alex on a weekly, daily basis. Literally code switch within seconds. That's it. Okay, bye.
I have an ethically ambiguous request.
An ethically ambiguous request.
Yeah.
An EAR.
An ear.
Bugs, lend me an ear.
Lend me an ear.
An ethically ambiguous request.
I think that the only way to really, because I think a lot of us do this, we'll be called out for it, and then we can do like an example. I'd like you to secretly film him. I'd like you to secretly film him when he's doing it so we can see it raw in the wild.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know. We did play Alex's voice earlier in this, so you got a taste of it. I feel like Alex should do more voice acting because Alex has such a rich tenor.
Yeah.
I have not personally witnessed Alex's immediate code switching, but I can picture that very clearly, which is very fun. Yeah, secretly film Alex. Alex, I'm sure is fine with that.
Yeah, well, I'm like, I have a ethically ambiguous request, and Alex just sent a heart, so I think it's okay.
Emily said his customer service voice is like an octave higher, too.
That's so
That
real.
makes me think of that stupid Podcube episode with the cashier who kept repeating things back in a high-pitched voice. I think about that all the time. I know that's my show that I work on, but like, I don't come up with fucking nearly anything for it, and so I just get to like enjoy it as a fan. So it's
so funny.
That fucking episode lives in my brain because Tucker and Jordan fucking crushed. It was so. Would you like? You want to donate? Would you like to donate to CMHC?
This is something that I was talking about with Michael Colby before I was doing a role for him, the most important role of my life. But we were talking about how, like, especially with comedy, it's so hard to find something. You can't try to make comedy that's universally appealing because then it's just not good.
Oh, yeah, no.
You have to make things that you think are funny.
Yeah, man.
And it's so much better when it's just for the people who get it.
Yeah, comedy's hard because it's fucking... Who thinks what's funny? Like, there's lots of people who the things they think are funny, I think are not funny at all, and vice versa.
Yeah.
It is so, it's weirdly subjective.
We have one more witness.
We have one more witness.
We do.
Is
from
that true?
Matthew Bliss.
Oh, we do.
In the email.
I knew. Okay, I got confused because I was like, I thought that Ty reached out with a voicemail directly. It was Matt.
Yeah.
And it was in the email. I'm sorry, Matt. I'm sorry I missed that. Big ups, big heart to
It's
you,
okay,
Matt.
Matt. I got you.
Oh, okay. Bugs got you, Matt.
I got it. You ready?
I'm ready.
Hey, Bug and Moss. I witnessed something maybe 10 years ago now with my wife when we were on the bus
Still thinking
going back
about it.
home from work one day. And it's a nice little story we like to share with people if we want to flex how hipster the neighborhood that we used to live in was in Australia. Now, for reference, Preston, in kind of the northern suburbs of Melbourne, very hipstery kind of spot. Lots of groovy cafes and taco places and all of that kind of thing.
Groovy.
Also, a lot of people that dress very hipstery. Now, there is a peak hipster moment that we had the glory of witnessing while we were on that bus that particular day. And what we saw was what looked like a late 20s, early 30s gentleman dressed like someone you'd expect to see on Peaky Blinders, but, with suspenders and, a nice button-up shirt, had one of those
I don't know what that is.
kind of fancy taxi driver hats on.
It's like an old-timey show.
And he was walking with a lead. He had a lead for his pet. But the pet was a cat, and the cat wasn't walking at this stage. It was propped up on his flat palm that he was holding in front of him while he walked, whilst holding the lead with the other hand.
Wait.
So for the complete picture, there is a man in a driver's cap and suspenders walking his cat by holding it in his palm in front of him, just on the footpath beside the road.
That's everything.
It was one of those peak hipster moments that I've had in my life. And I don't know if you get that kind of stuff in America these days, but certainly threw us for a loop.
They don't make them like that.
Anyway, happy Witness Day.
Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you, Matt. Thank you for calling in. Happy Witness Day.
Oh, that's also Coyote Astronaut in the chat is very right. I also need to know everything about his facial hair.
Yeah, for real.
That is so. This feels like one of those moments, though, where, like, I don't know, once you describe it all, I'm like, I think this guy is what all the hipsters are doing. I think he's just like that.
That is next level. That is absolutely top shelf hipster behavior. That's top shelf behavior, period.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Having a cat standing on your open palm is magical enough. Walking around in public while your cat stands on your open palm,
yeah,
that's incredible. Putting a leash on the cat and then holding that leash in your other hand, presumably pinky out, amazing.
And also responsible.
And responsible. Impeccable vibes.
Yeah.
I think the kids these days talk a lot of game about aura, and I don't know what that means. I do know it's like a really expensive fucking picture frame or bullshit. But
Yeah.
kids talk a lot about aura, and I think this guy's fucking full up on picture frames.
Here's the thing about Aura that's weird to me. It's an expensive picture frame, ring to wear while you sleep, and also app, and like data security privacy app.
Hell
Guys,
yeah, brother.
name your shit different.
Yeah.
Have a creative. Have one.
Well, I mean, I get how they got there for each of those things.
I do, but like, guys, somebody had to be first.
Yeah. Anyway, cat hand man, cat hand leash man, leash hand, cat hand leash man, driver cap. Whole vibe.
Vibe.
Want to draw that. I want to draw that or paint that.
Once, this also happened to me about 10 years ago, and I'm still thinking about it. Just kidding. It's probably like 15 years ago. I was working as a barista, and this woman came up, and I thought that really boringly, this is going to sound weird because she just like had her hoodie all zipped up. I thought there was a baby in it. And so I was like, whatever, cool. I thought she just like had like a newborn like cradled against her because there was like a bundle in there. But when she was like, do you want to see something cool? And I was like, yeah. And she unzipped it and it was a kitten. It was a cat.
That's a good surprise.
That was a great day for me.
Yeah. Anytime a stranger shows me a cat, I'm happy. Anytime I see a cat, out and about, I'm happy.
Yeah, I love to see a cat.
Yeah, nothing's better than encountering a cat out in the wild when it's like just doing its own fucking thing.
Yeah.
Right? Like, how good is a cat?
Just love a cat. We're big cat fans here.
Big cat fan. BCFs here. Emily says happiness is cats.
Agree.
Alex says amazing vibes. Elle says she'd walk a cat like this.
Yeah.
Hey, Bug.
Yeah?
I think it's time to do something a little bit different.
Chomp, chomp, sniff, sniff. It's time for Food Hounds.
Ooh. Sniff, sniff, bark, bark. I'm a dog and I like to eat. So I learned something yesterday that I genuinely, my mind was blown. I did not know this. Have you all, Mason, you know this because you were there for it, so don't blow up my spot. But let's just like baseline, you've heard of Szechuan pepper.
Yeah.
I didn't know that the mechanism by which it is spicy is not capsaicin.
Oh, what?
So
I don't think I was there for this.
we were watching a video, but I don't think you were paying attention.
Probably not.
So Szechuan pepper is actually, we think it's spicy due to hydroxy-alpha-sanchul, which is a molecule believed, they just think that this is what causes it, believed to be responsible for the numbing and tingling sensation caused when eating foods like Szechuan pepper, and also uzazi, which is an African spice that comes from a different plant. I think both of these spices are created by like drying out the little fruits of the plant. And it is completely, it's not really related to peppercorn. It's like completely distinct. It's like a different mechanism of heat. And I became aware of it because someone was talking about how they have a really bad like gastrointestinal reaction to capsaicin, but they don't have the same experience when eating Szechuan spice.
That's really interesting.
Absolutely crazy.
So yeah, so that's weird because most hot peppers are spicy because of capsaicin, which is, this fucking molecule that's spicy.
Yeah.
You get the whole Scoville scale, which is how people try and rank how spicy something is experientially, and there's some correlation with that and the amount of capsaicin in a given pepper.
Yeah.
Black pepper, like the hard balls of black pepper we're used to, is spicy because of piperin, I believe, is what I just saw. I was double checking that. Where the fuck did it go? I'm pretty sure
so there's an even different mechanism for black pepper, which makes sense. It doesn't really have a capsaicin spice.
No, it's a different spice, and it's the chemical compound piperin, which is a different kind of spiciness. And then I would say that Szechuan is a different spicy experience than other ones, than like capsaicin-based things. And I'm wondering if wasabi is also different?
Wasabi is different. I don't know that it's the same. So this is crazy. This is just like a whole new world of spice and flavor.
Yeah, but it's interesting because I have thought that, capsaicin was spiciness, period, for all.
Yeah, I mean, so the reason I did too, and the reason that they think hydroxy-alpha-sanchul is what's responsible for the spice is that this molecule resembles capsaicin, and they're both fatty acid amides? Amides?
No idea.
Okay.
Amides? I don't know what that means, TBH.
But we're not necessarily able to prove that that's what it is, I guess. I was surprised to be reading about it and see it is believed that this is responsible.
So this is interesting. I found an article from eater.com that is, Ask Gastropod, is the burn from foods like wasabi different from chili pepper heat? And so apparently there's a whole interesting episode of the Gastropod podcast about this and an article that I can share for us to experience later. I haven't had time to read it, but I just stumbled into it trying to check up on wasabi.
Experientially, I feel like definitely yes, because I enjoy the heat of wasabi a lot, and I don't really enjoy extreme heat from peppers that get that from capsaicin. I like them. I enjoy them in things, but that heat like really lasts in a way that I can find super off-putting and overwhelming to my tongue.
They're saying in general, which is interesting, is that the feeling of like spiciness is sensed by things called transient receptor potential receptors, TRP receptors, which has receptor in it twice. So I want to look more into that. But they say that, it's irritants that activate those, and capsaicin is what makes chili spicy. The one that works, the compound that's in wasabi, mustard, horseradish, garlic, and radishes is a second set of chemicals called isthiocyaninates. So there's a whole bunch. The world of spiciness is is interesting. Yeah, I never thought about that at all. I just kind of thought, capsaicin equals spicy. That must be the spicy thing in everything.
I mean, speaking of hipsters, when people start talking about Scoville units, I see them with like a bacon mustache and I'm transported back to 2008.
Bacon mustache makes me want to fucking die.
Yeah, it makes me want to hurl. But like that was so the era of your whole personality being, I like hot sauce.
Yeah, there's if I was the other day, this popped into my head, and this is very judgy and mean, and I don't actually think it, but I had this thought. I was like, the exact kind of person I don't want to associate with is the target demo for Spencer's Gifts.
Yeah, because like I think since the day I saw it, Spencer's Gifts was kind of like, it's a joke, right? Like you're going as a joke. Mm-hmm. So imagining going and being like, oh, I really need something for my girlfriend. She loves this place. Is like, oh, okay, go off, girl. I love that.
I love Spencer's Gifts is my favorite store on earth.
Checking in with the chat, I see Ty has said, I've heard that most wasabi in America is colored horseradish, not wasabi. That is true. Horseradish and wasabi have a similar spice, but wasabi is just a bit more difficult to find. And from what I understand, when it comes to like fresh grated wasabi, it is like, like it's a fresh root. You would prepare it fresh. So as far as like transporting it and like using it in a shelf stable way, I think it just kind of makes more sense to use horseradish, which is funny because I like kind of am a horseradish hater. Not really. I've like grown into realizing I like it in a lot of stuff, but then like loving wasabi.
Love horseradish, dude.
Yeah, you're going to, in a couple years, you're going to be walking around calling it horsey sauce.
Oh, bury me in that horsey sauce. Oh my God, those horse shreds, love them.
Yeah.
Oh my God. If I could eat a horseradish like an apple, I would. I love it. I love that flavor so much.
I mean, probably you can.
It's like stinky and juicy and spicy and so just, Joe in the chat says, I love horseradish so much. Talking about the transient receptor potential receptors, the TRP receptors, Coyote Astronaut says ATM machine, chai tea, and Square says receptor. I hardly know her. I'm wondering if the TRP receptor, the transient receptor potential receptor, is sort of like a second order thing, like it's looking at the potential across other receptors. Like it's,
that would make sense.
Like acceleration is the second order of velocity type thing. I don't know if it's a second order thing or not.
That would make total sense. Also,
Doubt it, though.
I think I knew before, like wasabi is also called Japanese horseradish. It is in the same plant family as horseradish and mustard. But I think this is the plant family that is fucking everything. You know how like everything's broccoli?
Brassicas, yeah.
Yeah. So
is horseradish a brassica?
It's in that family.
Okay. Weird.
So it's just important to remember that all these things are related.
I vacillate between thinking there is one plant, period, and too many plant. Cannot tell. Emily in the chat says, if you ever come to Maryland, we need to take you to Pit Beef and get you a pit beef sandwich with the horseradish sauce.
Yeah.
I did misread that the first time as we need to take you to a beef pit and get you a pit beef sandwich.
Yeah, dude.
I want to say pit beef doesn't sound good. Pit beef?
I mean, if I could go to a pit.
Hey, Bob, do you want to get some fucking pit beef?
Yeah, I agree. I think pit beef sounds bad. I really liked when you said beef pit. That's where I want to be.
You want to get to the climb into the beef pit?
Hell yeah. I want to crawl into the beef pit.
$11 gets you into the beef pit, and whatever you leave with is yours.
I'm in.
Yeah, man, that sounds like a fucking county fair.
I also see we've got Heather in the YouTube chat saying that she's been spreading Food Hound all around to everyone, which we love to hear. Tell everyone about the show.
Good morning, Heather. Thank you.
And I see Coyote Astronaut says, if you want proper wasabi, incidentally, Penzies has got you. Penzies is so fucking cool.
I've never heard of Penzies.
Yes, you have, because do you remember the other day when I was telling you about the amazingly unhinged spice company who has always been very politically aggressive?
Nope.
They're so cool. They're kind of like the National Park Service as far as like a social media presence about when stuff is bonkers in the government. And Penzies just goes off about like shit that Donald Trump is doing or shit that's fucked up. And then they're like, anyway, here's a sale on spices for people who aren't fascists.
I did not know that.
Follow Penzies on Facebook.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
And their spices are really good.
Go Penzies. Penzies sounds like a sports team to me, or like a sports thing.
Yeah, it sounds like the way that people shorten the names of their colleges.
Yeah, exactly. We have had ease at the end of everything. Hey, we got one more voicemail that's sitting at the top of the voicemail box. This is from Monday at 8 a.m. No idea what it is. This is a short message, and it's from Alex.
Hey, Buggy Moss. I'm listening to you right now. As you can tell, I've got you playing in the background. I wanted to talk about the cat poop coffee that I had. It was not something I bought myself. We were visiting one of Emily's aunts who lives in Florida. And she's like, hey, I want to try the cat poop coffee. So I tried the cat poop coffee, and it wasn't a lot to write home about, but it was enough to talk about on a morning television show. So it wasn't terrible. It was just, I'm very used to my Arabica, and I see a deer outside. I think, let me see if Savannah will go outside and bark. Hey, Savannah, outside. Go outside. Go outside. Outside. Let's go.
There she is. Listen to her.
And there's Savannah.
There's a deer.
Hell yeah. Get her.
Look.
Yeah.
Get that deer.
Good girl.
There's a deer. It's not saying anything. It's not actually moving. I guess Savannah doesn't see it. Okay, well, anyway, that's the cat poop coffee. Thank you. Bye.
Okay. a very quick and rushed voicemail from Alex. And as Elle said in the chat, deer being witnessed.
Hell yeah.
And Coyote Astronaut said the girl with the golden voice to Savannah.
I want an entire remake of The Little Mermaid with Savannah.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be great? Look at my stuff. Woof. Isn't it great?
Woof, woof.
Is that a deer? Woof.
It's a deer. Woof, 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 woof.
Yeah. So Alex did have that cat poop coffee and did not have many words to say about it, it sounds like, Alex. It's interesting.
I would definitely try it if someone was like, do you want to try this for free? Because I want to try everything. But I imagine it's underwhelming.
I wonder if it has notes of turd or if it like is good, you know? Like, does it taste like it came out of a cat?
I mean, I presume they process it. And so, like, definitely not.
Well, you don't know. Like, obviously, it's not going to have poop in it. I'm not like a child. I'm not a dumb child who thinks that there's going to be poop in it. But it went through a cat.
I mean, I say I'm sure they wash it, but if we'll recall Mr. Poop Cord and him not thinking he needs to clean it, I can't be
said
sure.
It would come out pretty clean, and we cannot rehash that. If I had a wish and I wished to poop out extension cords, they would come out pretty clean.
Can't stand that.
Alex says it has notes of nitrogen.
Yeah.
So is
little ozone.
Is that poop?
Are you asking if nitrogen is poop?
No, I know that nitrogen isn't poop because there's like liquid nitrogen, which is just pure cold, and then there's trinitrotoluene, which explodes.
Dude, remember we were talking about if you could shit something? It'd be kind of cool to shit liquid nitrogen. That'd be so cool.
You think that sounds like the kind of superpower you could do exactly once?
Well, yeah, if your butthole can't handle it.
Well, it feels like it might be difficult for that to handle.
I mean, I guess, but up until this point, we've all assumed it won't kill you. So I guess I'll reframe it to say if you could shit liquid nitrogen and it wouldn't fuck you up.
Coyote Astronaut says wreck every toilet.
Hell yeah.
You imagine going up to you're working at the fucking counter at a gas station. You're just your chill job. Someone comes out of the bathroom and they're like, hey, the bathroom needs attention. And you're like, oh God, did someone blow it up again? They're like, no, the water in the toilet's frozen.
It's the middle of summer, Greg.
The water?
I know.
The water's frozen. Solid in the toilet. Frozen. That'd be fucking amazing.
Yeah, but like it could be such a cool party trick.
It could be a cool party trick. In the chat, Heather said something very cool. Heather said, by the way, because I'm among friends who understand, I got my ADHD diagnosis.
Hell yeah.
This is the best show for any of us in the feral community of ADHD.
It's true.
Good morning. Yeah, this show is ADHD incarnated for sure.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Heather, on getting your diagnosis. That's exciting.
Yeah, it's so nice.
I hope it aids you in pursuing any course of action that will help you get more shit done.
Hell yeah.
Because that's what I need to get on my ADHD medication game.
Yeah. But also, I just hope it's like validating and helps you recontextualize things that you may have felt you were in control of that maybe you weren't.
Yeah. And as Elle said, congrats, Heather. You're certified now.
Hell
Welcome.
yeah. It's official.
Welcome to the club. It's 7:54. It's my voice cracking. It's 7:54 on the Bug and Moss Morning Telephone Show. You've been listening to us. You've squandered most of a perfectly good hour. And we want to just tell you, hey, if you want to squander more time, don't forget that tomorrow is our America's Next Top Portal stream. So tomorrow, 4 to 6 p.m., we're going to do some more portaling. We're going to watch some more America's Next Top Model before that. So if you want to catch up with me, get in touch in the Discord. You can find the Discord by going to bugandmoss.com, scrolling down to the phone, and you can look in the phone book, and you can just dial the Discord
Hell yeah.
to join it. Check out the phone at bugandmoss.com. I'm also working on expanding that phone into being a little thing that anyone can embed on their website. So that way we can have our little secret phone web ring so that, if you want to have your creative project featured in the phone book, make sure you reach out to me. I'll put it up in there.
Can I submit that we call it the party line?
The party line?
Yeah, like old party lines.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, he doesn't like it.
It doesn't feel like it. There's like a capital it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's it with TM that is like the name for the thing. I feel like we haven't landed on that yet, but I'm just kind of letting it flow.
Well, we'll all submit some things. We'll wait till it's got that it factor.
Like Elle said, the phone. That's kind of where I'm leaning.
The phone I love.
That's the one that I'm leaning on the hardest right now. But as far as like naming it, because it's definitely like a web ring, right? Like back in the day, you'd have a web ring. You just have like you'd have your web ring of your friends, and you would link to everyone links to themselves in a big ring.
Mm-hmm.
And people would name their web rings fun things. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I want to make this phone its own little web ring thing, and then everyone in it just has to embed the phone, and then I'll manage the central directory.
To be clear, I think the phone TM is the hot.
That's what I like. That's what I like so far. I like the phone so far, but we need like a web ring name for it. Like there might need to be another name. So we'll just let that percolate the back of your brain. I think Elle might come up with the name because she said, "Oh my God, okay, wait." So the phone will become a web ring soon that you can add to your own website if you want to get your project or a friend's project in that. Make sure you reach out. What else do we have to plug? Oh, tomorrow is going through its day. So if you've been going through it, or if you have a friend who's going through it, or if you have petty complaints that you want to share, make sure you dial those in at 848-MOSSBUG. Leave a voicemail with your petty complaints or stuff that you're struggling with currently. We'll get some validation. We'll get some encouragement to push us through the last bump of the week. What else is there to plug, Bug?
I don't think we got any other plugs.
No?
That I know of.
Yeah, make sure, call in for going through its day tomorrow. And other than that, just have fun. And thank you for being here.
Have a beautiful week.
In response to me saying that you squandered an hour, Coyote Astronaut said, "Hell, I fed chickens, my doggo, and made breakfast." So I hope you've all been as productive as Coyote over here.
Yeah, or just rested and chilled. Either way.
And Heather in the chat says, in regards to the new diagnosis, says, "It is so validating. Thanks, Elle, and my provider is in Winchester."
Hell yeah, Heather. We'll have to hang out sometime. We can go to the good Waffle House.
Yeah, swing by. We can go to the good Waffle House, the secret Waffle House that only secret the people who live here know about.
It's true that only people who live here know about it.
It's one of the good. You know what I mean, though. Like some Waffle House quality varies wildly.
It does.
The scale of bad Waffle House to good Waffle House, in between that is every restaurant. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true.
I think the best Waffle House. Here's a philosophical thing. I think the best Waffle House on earth rivals any restaurant on earth.
I would give anything for a Waffle House to gain a Michelin star. I would do anything.
It'd be like the one Blockbuster that's still open, but it's the one Waffle House with a Michelin star.
Can you imagine?
That would fucking rule. And I've heard rumors of this. So I'm new to Waffle House. I grew up in the Northeast. We don't have it up there. There's not really Waffle Houses up there. I don't know the furthest north one is, but they're oh God, what was I going to say? Oh, I'm new to Waffle House, and so I don't know how good or how bad they were, and so I've had the range of experiences from them. When it's good, it really fucking hits. But there's also so much legacy and history with this chain. It's been around for so long. I'm surprised it's not also up in the Northeast. What I didn't understand is that there's menu items that are hidden.
Yeah.
There's secret menu items.
There are.
But not in the same way as when people are ordering menu hacks from places, which is one of my least favorite activities that people engage in because it's so rude to the people that work there to make secret things. But apparently Waffle House has fucking pork chops.
Well,
did you know that?
Yes, the way that they have secret stuff is really, it's just you can be grandfathered in. They'll take something off the menu because it's not really cost effective, but they'll keep carrying it because their regulars just keep ordering it.
So that's super interesting.
Yeah.
So it's a grandfathered in, so it's just off menu. They're just waiting for that clientele to
die,
to pass away from this earth, and then they'll remove it. So apparently you can still order pork chops from Waffle House.
Yeah.
There is a listing on wafflehouse.com for the pork chop dinner menu item. Doesn't have any pictures.
Yeah, you want to describe that webpage?
This is one of the best web pages. I'll throw it up on the screen and I'll describe it for our podcast listeners. It is a web page that consists entirely of just the standard template, and then the body of the page is just pork chop dinner.
Hey, I'm making that a t-shirt. I just want a t-shirt that says pork chop dinner.
Yeah, and then underneath pork chops, 5 ounces each. Double order of hash browns and 1 slice of grilled Texas toast.
Oh, man, that kills. That's so good.
The Waffle House Pork Chop Dinner webpage t-shirt is going to be in our merch store sooner than you can say secret menu. That's very funny.
Do you think that you
I'm a
could
fan.
make us a Waffle House sign that says Bug and Moss?
Oh, I could make Yeah, I've made a couple fake Waffle House
I know you
signs at
have.
this point in my life. Yeah, I bet I could. BUGANDMOSS WAFFLEHOUS. Yeah, I'll be close enough.
Yeah.
I can figure it out.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Let's get a cease and desist from Waffle House.
Let's get a cease and desist from Waffle House. Throw in your title ideas for this episode into the chat. Thank you for joining us. It is 8 o'clock. I hope you are ready to start a big, productive, fun, happy, exciting, and cool Wednesday. I love you, Bug.
I love you, Moss.
Thank y'all for being here. We love you, too.
We love you.
This is Bug and Moss.
Wait, what's the title?